6 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Good evening, everybody. It's Mark Klein. Welcome to another Long Island Blues Warehouse at the world-renowned EKO Studios, Deer Park, New York, the official studio of the Blues Warehouse. Good evening, everybody. Tonight, we are talking to a musician that has played anywhere from up and down the East Coast to Norway, Germany, and Russia. He has performed with Hubert Sumlin, U2, and Aretha Franklin, just to name a few. And while I'm at it, he continues to stun audiences on blues cruises pretty much around the world. We're thrilled to have him in here tonight, bringing us his electrifying rock and bluesy, soulful edge. Please say hello to this week's featured artist, Dave Fields.
Feel sparks. It's a chemical reaction. Heart to heart. Waves of burning. Liquid lava. Well, I'm a volcano ready to spew. Well, I'm addicted to your fire. I'm addicted to your fire. Need to feel out your attraction. Passion's like nuclear reaction. Love like a needle to my vein, like a moth dives into flame. Your edible kisses are so delicious. They pour love and well, I just can't resist it. I'm addicted to your fire. I'm addicted to your fire. Got the 911 attraction. Your passion's like nuclear reaction. What 12 alarma, that's voracious. Well, baby, I'm close to detonation. You lit the pilot in your loving configuration. Well, I'm addicted to your fire. I'm addicted to your fire. Got that 911 attraction. Your passion's like nuclear reaction. Need to feel your fire. Oh yeah. Well, I'm addicted to your fire.
Wow, Dave Dave Fields, this week's featured artist. That, my friend, was killer. Great job, man. Great job.
Thank you.
Caught me off guard there with that ending. I thought we might have another second or two going on, but awesome job. Let me get this in now because you just played the first track off your newest CD. Ralphie, let's get this. Can you shoot that? The brand new Detonation CD. When did this come out, Dave?
This came out September 18th, the anniversary of Jimi Hendrix's death, believe it or not.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I know my engineer, Steve, probably knew that day, being a big Hendrix fan that he is. Nice job, my man. The first track off the CD. Did you write? I know you wrote that song.
Yeah.
On your own? You collaborate with anybody?
Collaborated with Dina Miller, of all people.
Dina Miller.
Yeah.
Who runs the
Chick Singer Night.
singer-songwriter thing at, the Bitter End, New York City?
Yeah, Chick Singer Night, last Tuesday of the month at Bitter End.
Just talking about her off camera. It's
Yeah,
funny that she co-wrote that with you. Very nice. Very nice. I see you worked with Joe Louis Walker on your third track here.
Oh, yeah.
Who I've worked with a few times. Just tremendous talent. I want to get into some history with you, Dave. Let's talk about when you began musically. How old were you? When did you know that this was something you were going to do in life? Were you a young guy?
You know, it's I grew up in the music business. My dad is a noted composer, arranger, producer. And, when I was like 4 or 5 years old, he dragged me to wherever he was conducting. I remember he was the musical director for the Jerry Lewis Telethon when I was
No
a kid.
kidding.
I would see him on TV, so I knew at a very early age this is what I was going to do. So,
Did you know at a very early age you were going to play guitar?
yes, I did.
Okay.
I knew it because I used to see my uncles play guitar, and I said, oh, my God, that is so cool. I'm going to do that.
Now, how old are you when you have your first guitar and you're taking lessons and on your way? Are you 5? Are you 10? How old are you?
My dad, being that he was a piano player, insisted I play piano first. So
Okay.
I was begging him for a guitar. I got a plastic one. I got a cheap one that broke. I really didn't start playing seriously until I was like 13 for real.
Okay. And the passion just grew strong from there.
Yeah.
You taking lessons at 13?
Yeah.
Locking yourself in your room for hours on end?
Still do.
You still do today.
Still do it.
You still do today. Let's move into junior high and high school days for you. What are you doing musically? You in garage bands? You battle the bands with school? What are you doing musically in junior high and high school?
Well, I was doing all that, but I was very fortunate because my dad was a top composer, arranger, producer who did jingles, and he would take me and actually have me play on the jingles with him. So I would play guitar, or I'd sit and watch, and he just really immersed me in as much as he could. He gave me a lot of opportunities to be a professional musician. So when I was 13, I remember doing some toy commercial with him. It was like kind of a Chuck Berry thing, and I loved Chuck Berry at the time, so he had me play guitar on that. So as well as doing Battle of the Bands and playing, guitar with the kids my age, I got the amazing experience of doing that.
No kidding. What a great beginning for you, my man. What a great beginning. I say we keep it moving. Let's get into another tune. We'll come back and continue the Dave Fields journey. What are we doing next?
Well, you brought up Joe Louis Walker. This is the track that he's on the CD, but he couldn't be here now, so I'm going to have to just do his part. So this is entitled Doing Hard Time.
Long Island Blues Warehouse. That's Dave Fields.
See me crying at night. I'm a love convict. Well, I've been accused of a felony I did not commit. Was put on trial. What a trumped up charge. Just so she could leave me a prisoner of her heart. Well, I'm doing hard time. I committed no crime. I admit to be guilty of loving you. Well, I didn't see it coming, my precarious condition, but the blindness of my heart created my affliction. Oh, but it came in. I was set up to take the fall, just as she could leave me. Another love is called. When I'm doing hard time, I committed no crime. I admit to be guilty of loving you. Well, I'm trying to overcome my fears. It's much late, you got all my soul you've commandeered. Well, it's getting close to the precipice. The end is drawing near. Suffocating in the fantasy, your clemency will appear. Well, I'm doing hard time. I committed no crime. Why am I to be guilty? Loving you. Let me slide it for you. You're the warning on my soul, with the keys to my redemption. But your cold head, kangaroo resemblance. I'm a dead man walking with a prison yard, they swear. The jury and the jailer say he'd be happier in the electric chair. When I'm doing hard time, I committed no crime. Why am I to be guilty of loving you? Oh yeah! I'm doing hard time. I committed no crime. Why am I to be guilty of loving you?
Hi, this is Sandy Rose, and you're listening to the Long Island Blues Warehouse.
situation's going out of control. Soon this place gonna be like a great big dust bowl. Global warming, ice caps out to melt. The temperature's rising and this place feels like hell. And you better be good to yourself. And you better be good to everyone else. 'Cause if you don't, no one will. Some whacked out terrorist in a suicidal rage. So it gonna be a chocolate royal race. Aliens are abducting you while you're in your sleep. The government knows it but denies that they are real. And you better be good to yourself. And you better be good to everyone else. 'Cause if you don't, no one will. I don't wanna end up like a test rat, or living like a mutant in a hole. It's not political, but it's critical. I just wanna play my damn guitar, hang out with my boys and have some fun. Are you with me? Come on now. The superheroes been at it again, but it seems like just this time the good guys can't win. There's so much craziness out in the world today. What do you expect when we've been living this way? And you better be good to yourself. And you better be good to everyone else. 'Cause if you don't, no one will. If you don't, no one will. If you don't, no one will. If you don't, nobody gonna be good. I said I got my stuff, but that's right. Come on now.
This week's featured artist, Dave Fields. Nicely done, Dave. As always, my man. Killer job, my man.
Thank you.
Killer job. How you feeling? You all right?
Man, I'm so excited to be on the show. I got to tell you.
Got about 10 degrees hotter in here since we started, I think.
Yeah, that's great.
The sweat's coming down your brow a little bit.
Yeah.
You're working.
Whoa,
You're
that's right.
working. It's like breathing to you, though, isn't it?
You know what? I just get so excited to put this guitar on.
Do your fingers move in your sleep? Are you ever told that? You ever told that?
Well,
First interview I think I told you I ever did was B.B. King, and he used to tell me how, you know, some of his ex-wives would say, "B.B., wake up, your fingers are moving, man, your fingers are moving." You ever told your fingers are moving in your sleep?
not yet, but
All right. You're still young in your career.
yes.
We'll see what happens. Well done, my man. We talked about earlier in the intro some of these great artists you've had an opportunity to work with in the past. You've been on stage with Hubert Sumlin.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how that opportunity came about.
Well, a good buddy of mine, of ours actually, Mr. Dave Hughes, is doing a documentary about Hubert, and he's a great musician who plays with us every now and then, and he actually got to see the opportunity to be his band. It was just the most amazing thing. He was an angel. He was a blues angel, and we lost him. You know, just an amazing guy.
You had an opportunity to work with you too.
Yes, I was the band director for New Voices of Freedom, and that was a 25-piece choir with a rock band.
No kidding.
And we did some Found What I'm Looking For, and ended up in the movie.
Rattle and Hum.
Rattle and Hum, that's right.
Very cool, man. That's a very exciting project. Very exciting. Let's talk about Aretha Franklin. How'd you?
I did a TV commercial with her, actually.
You did a commercial with
TV
Aretha.
Yeah, it was a camera thing, believe it or not. They actually got me in a camera shot with her. So, my gosh.
What was the commercial? What were they selling?
It was Pizza Hut, believe it or not. If I
No
remember
kidding.
correctly, yeah.
Aretha did Pizza Hut?
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen it. I'm dying to see it.
In a past life.
I could picture like Folgers. The Folgers is called "The Best Part of Waking Up." It's Folgers in your cup. They've had some blues artists do that commercial over the years.
Richie Havens, I believe, did it.
He did it as well. Long Island's own Little Buster did it. Etta James did one. I could picture Aretha doing that with you and that. Food for thought. Maybe they'll pick you up down the road and do that with her. Who knows? Pretty cool though, my man. Pretty cool. Being a New York City guy. You and I have some mutual friends that run some jams in New York City. I think when you're in town available Monday nights, you might stop down, maybe B.B. King's, Small Room Lucille's, our friend John Paris.
Yeah.
You stop down there and jam with him when you get a chance?
Absolutely, yeah. And actually, Sam, the drummer, plays with John, too, every now and then.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. That's an early gig. That starts at 8 o'clock at night on Monday nights, ends around midnight. At midnight at the bitter end, Richie Cannata, old sax player for Billy Joel, runs his jam that's been going for over 20 years now. And goes to like 4 in the morning on a Monday night. You ever shoot over to that?
Of course, yeah. I've actually been in his band, so I've actually had the opportunity to be in the Richie Cannata
Monday
night Jam band. So
we had those boys in here a year ago, and you were probably on the road touring, I'm guessing.
yeah, hopefully.
But just the talent on Long Island in New York City, massive, I don't have to tell you. And a great contribution, a great contributor to it yourself. Just love what you do, love what you're about. We're having a blast in here with you tonight.
Thank you so much.
You know what? I mean, I have other things I want to talk to you about. The blues cruises you do. You played in Norway, and where else did I mention before? You've been in Germany, Russia.
Yeah. I've been to Moscow 3 times, believe it or not.
3 times?
3 times.
I guess you're well received.
It's an amazing place. Moscow is like, it's kind of surreal going there because it's, was the former we had the Cold War with Russia.
Big time.
But they love American music. It's just amazing to experience that, to see how they respond to an American playing American music. So it's incredible.
So you would certainly look forward to going back there.
Absolutely.
Anything worked out in anything in the schedule for the future?
Yeah, we're going to be back in Norway in June. I just finalized it today. And hopefully we're going to be doing some other places besides Norway, but in June 2013. Obviously.
How about more blues cruises to come? Anything on the calendar yet?
We'll see. We just did the Norwegian blues cruise with Mr. J.T. Larson, which went from Oslo to Kiel, Germany.
No kidding. What a boring life you have. It's tremendous, my man, tremendous. And you're so young in your career. I mean, I can't wait to see where the next 50 years takes you in your life musically. But you've got a few CDs out. The one I held up before, Detonation, that's your most recent CD. You've got a few others that are out available now.
Yes, my first CD, Times of Wastin', came out in 2007, and All Wound Up came out in 2008.
2008. You working on new stuff now, I imagine?
Always working on new stuff. Always. Continuously.
Well, where can people find the CDs that we just talked about? Where can people go find these things?
CD Baby, you can buy it online there very easily. All 3 CDs, or you could go on iTunes to download them. It's there. Yes, if you do a search on Dave Fields, you'll see all the CDs.
I want to push your website at the end, but I want to. People are grabbing a pen right now because I want to write down your website so they can follow Dave Fields and check out things that you do. What's the website so people can check you out?
www.davefields.com.
DaveFields.com. You didn't grab the .org or the .net?
I got that too, babe.
You do have
I
those
got
as
them
well.
all, but let's just deal with the .com.
It's the most common, absolutely. Very cool, my man, very cool. Let's keep it moving. Let's jump into another tune. We'll come back and chat with some of these rhythm section boys. What are we doing next? You Will Remember Me.
Yes, this is the last cut on my new CD, Detonation.
It's a beautiful piece, man. I caught it in rehearsal, and I'm looking forward to it now. You write this on your own? Any collaboration on this one?
This one is written strictly by me.
Strictly by you. Well, it's a great piece. I say we do it. You good to go?
Already.
Long Island Blues Warehouse. We got to keep it moving with our featured artist, Dave Fields.
There's not a day when I don't wonder whatever happened to you. You just slipped away, left me clinging on a life raft of hope. But I know karma is subtle, like a honeybee's sweet sting. And if you think that I'm gone out of your life, I got news for you. Our journey isn't through. You feel me when you're in the city, when you see a motorcycle, when you're watching your TV, when you see a guitar that's wailing, when you detect a summer breeze, you will remember me. You will remember me. Guarded heart, always surrender to the crossfire of the flame of emotion. While in all, seeing eye is monitoring the fate of us all, just like chess moves in the sand. We repeat our lives on command, and that's why there's no mistaking, whoa, the truth, the bittersweet, ugly truth. You feel me when you're in your bedroom. You will recall the smell of my hair when you see a Stratocaster that's on fire. When you detect a cohiba in the air, you will remember me. You will remember me. You will remember me, yeah. Oh, yeah. You will remember me. You will remember. You will remember me.
yeah. This week's featured artist, Dave Fields. Nicely done, Dave. You know what? I got a lot of, I think I told you earlier, I got a lot of big audience base with up-and-coming musicians, kids in their early, mid-teens, late teens, early 20s, watching these shows every week at LIBlues.com. One of the common email questions I get asked, how does it work for a lot of these musicians that come on the stage in terms of writing tunes? Are you one of those guys that can say on a certain day, I'm gonna get together with some guys Friday, or I'm gonna sit down with a pen and paper Friday or Saturday, write a couple tunes, or you got something that influences you driving in the car or being on the road? It's different for everybody. How does it work for you?
You know, there's the craft of writing songs, and then there's the actual, the magic of writing the songs. And you get to a certain point where you can craft songs, and they turn out great sometimes, but to me, the best songs are the ones that are about a feeling, like you said. I find when I'm feeling something that needs to come out, those are the best songs.
Something that influences
like
you.
the one we just did.
Yeah, very cool, man, very cool. You ever get pressure to put a CD together and you got half a dozen songs and you need 10 or 12 and you're being pushed for a deadline? Listen, we need 3 more songs by next month so we can get this thing done. You experience that as well?
Of course.
And
yeah.
how do you handle that?
Oh, yeah. Well, you just got to plow through it. You got to do your best.
You don't say it'll be done when it's done and relax and get off my back?
I say that too. I mean, it depends really on the situation. It's a little bit of both. The best songs just come out when they're ready. It's organic.
Talked about that great singer-songwriter at the beginning of the show that runs that female jam at the bitter end, Miss Dina Miller, who I'd love to get in here one day to be a part of this with us. No pressure, Dina. Also, the other thing I do at Stony Brook Hospital when I'm done with my morning radio show, which I want to invite you to come play some acoustic guitar at WUSB on a Friday morning. Come play for the sick kids on the pediatric floor at Stony Brook Hospital. I'd love to get you and Dina to be a part of that as well, if we can make that work, depending on schedules. And I know she lives out in PA, so it's tough for her. But with your influence, maybe we can make it work.
We'll twist her arm.
That would be great. That would be great. Have you written other songs with her or other people?
Yeah, I've written a bunch of songs with Dina, and I've co-written with so many different people. You put me on the spot here. I have to think about who it is, but just so many. I've written hundreds of songs.
I'm sure you have.
And my manager, Sandy Rose, we co-wrote a song on my CD, "Prophet in Disguise."
Is that on Detonation?
Yes, it is.
Very cool. Another very talented singer-songwriter.
Yep.
Sandy Rose, your manager.
Yep.
So you surround yourself with massive talent the way you should. You got a great rhythm section behind you. We're going to talk to these guys next. Let's get into another tune. Then we'll start talking to some of these other guys and get some history and background on these boys. Mr. Andy Huenerberg on bass. I had it perfect in rehearsal. I said I'm going to screw it up on the show, and here we are. Andy Huenerberg and Mr. Sam Bryant back there on the drum kit. Let's do another tune, and then we'll talk to the rhythm section. What are we doing, Dave?
This one's entitled "Pocket Full of Dust."
You good to go?
I'm all ready.
Long Island Blues Warehouse. We're going to keep it moving with the Dave Fields Band.
1 and 2 and 3 and...
such misery. My heart's bleeding like an April flood. While I'm in such misery, gasping for real, just like it's my last stops. Since I lost my baby, I ain't got nothing but a pocket full of dust. I took everything I loved in the world and threw it all away. 'Cause I acted like such a fool. I'm filled with misery and pain. Since I lost my baby, I ain't got nothing but a pocket full of dust. Late at night I ride the subway alone, dreaming of my baby's love. Like a ghost on a midnight train nowhere, I sit like a man who's been cursed. Since I lost my baby, I ain't got nothing but a pocket full of dust.
this week's featured artist, Dave Fields. Tearing it up, as always. Well done, my man.
Thank
well
you
done.
so much.
Let's grab on the bass if I can get him to head up to his mic, Mr. Andy Huenerberg. How we doing, Andy?
Doing great,
I got
man.
it right that time.
Trying to keep up with this guy, huh?
You're not doing too bad. You're not doing too bad. Rhythm section doing pretty well with him. Smoking. How long you been working with Mr. Dave Fields?
I have known Dave. Am I allowed to say this?
Is it a secret?
Well, I worked for his father. That's how long I've known him.
Okay.
So it's been a good long time. At least 5 years.
Okay. Very cool. Give or take a few months?
Give or take a month or two.
All right. I can appreciate that.
Yes, indeed.
Let's
Yep.
talk about some history with you. Let's talk about when you began on the bass. Were you a little guy yourself?
No, I started playing banjo at the age of 10. I was actually playing professionally when I was 11.
That's another joke, right?
No.
You're being serious right now.
I am being serious. I worked at Busch Gardens in
No
Williamsburg,
kidding.
Virginia, playing the banjo. Victor Wooten was the bass player in that band.
Victor Wooten?
So I got to play banjo with Victor before Bella Fleck.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
I'm going to take your word for that.
Started playing bass in high school
Okay.
in the jazz band because they had music and I could read. Couldn't play.
Can you
but
read
I could
charts?
read.
You can read charts fluently?
That's my strength. Yes.
No kidding.
Mhm.
I got to tell you, about 95% of the players that are on this stage with me every week can't read a note.
Yeah, I come from being able. That's why the leader had me come in because I could the band leader because I could read.
charts. Very nice.
But when it got to when it said C in this, I had no idea what to do.
So how'd you handle it?
Well, you just play a C and try for your best, But when it was not spelled out, I had a tough time in high school. It took
Okay.
me a good long time to be able to
I'm guessing you're
improvise.
I'm guessing you're fluent in tablature as well.
Yeah, you bet.
I would assume so.
Yep.
Good assumption on my part. Let's talk about junior high and high school days. What are you doing musically back in those days?
Playing in the big band at Staples High School, Westport, Connecticut. Playing banjo for whoever was around. It wasn't big at that point. So mostly older folks in the banjo world, but in bass it was again playing in the big band, playing jazz standards with whoever would put up with me.
Okay, very
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Very cool. Let's fast forward early 90s. You were part of the choir we talked about earlier.
Correct.
That played in the U2 movie Rattle and Hum.
Yes,
How'd you get that opportunity?
Dave Fields.
From Dave.
That is correct.
Great connection to have, my man. Great connection to have.
You bet.
Very cool. I got to throw in a little side note there. It's my understanding that you are married to a woman that sang the first 3 tours with a band a few people might be familiar with called Steely Dan.
Yeah, my wife's name is Diane Garisto. She actually sang on the Kamakiriad record, which was
No
Donald
kidding.
Fagen's solo effort. And through that, she was able to get the Steely Dan gig. It was either 91, 92, 93, or 92, 93, 94.
Is she doing anything musically today?
Yes, we just actually last Friday did at the Katharine Hepburn Theater out in Old Saybrook, she also, in her career, worked with Laura Nyro, who was just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year.
No kidding.
And we just did a show showcasing Laura's music with Laura's brother, Jan Nigro, and my wife, and Judy Palma, who is the piano player in the Chick Singer Band, and 2 other great singers, Margaret Dorn and Emily Bindiger from New York. And it was just Marvy.
Very cool. What a strong, incredible, talented family.
It was very, very nice.
Well done, my man. You're having a good time with Mr. Dave Fields, as I can see.
We do our best.
You enjoy touring all over the place with him?
It doesn't suck.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
Going north of the Arctic Circle to play music doesn't suck.
Now, does your wife go out and tour a lot with projects of her own as well?
Yeah, she has several different things that she does. We actually had a band that was based out here on the island called Return to the Dream. It was with Long Island musicians Tom Griffith and Martha Trachtenberg.
Okay.
And it was a quartet, the 4 of us doing this Americana acoustic stuff, and we had fun with it.
Very nice.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice. It must be tough when she's in one project, you're in another, in terms of like being home, getting to hang out with each other.
It makes the hanging out better.
I imagine it
Yep,
would.
that's for
I
sure.
imagine it would.
I betcha.
As sporadic as that sounds like it probably is with your schedules.
Well, we try.
Hey, listen, better than sitting around being bored, I guess.
Yes.
You don't get much of that these days.
Well, you try not to. If you're doing that, then you got problems.
Job
yes.
well done. Holding down the bottom end beautifully, as
Thank
I knew
you,
you
sir.
would. Mr. Andy Huenerberg on the
appreciate
bass. Thank
that.
you so much. Let's grab Sam Bryant on the drum kit, if he'll swing that mic around. How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing great.
You look familiar to me. Have you been to any of the jams in New York City that we talked about earlier? You hit those at all?
Yeah, I've been to Red Lion, Bitter End, and BB King's.
Lucille's there as well.
Yeah, yeah.
The John Paris thing.
Absolutely.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the history with you. When did you begin on the kit? Were you a young guy yourself?
Yes,
Started
I was
in
11.
I was going to guess starting in the womb.
Yeah.
Watching you do your thing.
I wish.
You're
It's
a
a
guy
gift.
that can definitely exchange eights with the best of them. I got to begin by saying,
thank
just
you.
a monster player.
I
Love the
appreciate
feel
it.
and the dynamic that you
Oh,
bring to this
thank you.
project.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
awesome job. What were you doing junior high school days musically? What you have going on?
I was locked up in a bedroom teaching myself.
You were.
Yeah, self-taught.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Never a lesson ever.
Yep.
You give lessons today? Drum clinics, anything like that?
I was doing them in North Carolina. I just moved here, so I'm just playing right now.
Hell of a job, my man.
Thank you.
Back in the early, 2002, 2003, a member of Kenny Wayne Shepherd's band?
Yeah, I played with him from 96 to 2002.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Another interesting project I think
Yeah.
you're still playing today called the JBs. Please tell everybody what JB stands for.
James Brown.
James Brown.
Yeah, and I got a call from a friend that back in Wilmington that played sax with him for about, I think, 20 years, Roy Harper. And I don't know what the situation was, but they've got a cruise going out for 5 weeks, and he gave me a call, asked me if I could do it. I said, yeah.
Come on out and join
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I can do that.
You had fun with that, didn't you?
Yeah, well, it hadn't happened yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm leaving in December to January.
You're going to have fun with it.
I'm
should I
going to
say.
have fun. I'm going to go back to school, you know.
Your
and
own,
learn
your own
something.
school.
Yeah, my
What
own
school? What school are you picking? Are you going to?
To learn more.
Just watching videos of guys that have been around before you?
Yeah, Gad, Chambers, you know.
Great teachers to watch.
Piccaro.
Man. Very cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
yeah.
I could picture you doing drum clinics on your own, man. And if
Thank
you ever
you. I
do,
wish.
if you ever do, I know a lot of guys that would love to come see you do that.
Yeah.
Just
It would be simple, but the groove in the pocket is where it's at.
the groove in the pocket.
Yeah,
Like I said,
yeah.
you can definitely exchange eights with the best of them.
thank
Keep
you.
going strong, my man.
Thank you.
Mr.
Appreciate
Sam Bryant on the drum kit. I thank you so much. Dave Fields, we got time for two more, my man. Let's keep it moving. We'll do our goodbyes, and then you boys will play us out. What are we doing next?
This is entitled Lydia off my new CD, Detonation.
You good to go?
Ready to go.
Long Island Blues Warehouse, we are going to keep it moving with our featured artist, otherwise known as Dave Fields. Oh, yeah. Very nicely done. Nicely done as always, Dave. Thank you. We got to thank back there on the drum kit, Mr. Sam Bryant. Thank you so much, Sam. Great job, my man. Over there on the bass, Mr. Andy Huenerberg. Good to see you, Andy. Thank you so much. Last but certainly not least, we got to thank lead vocals and guitar, Mr. Dave Fields. Well done, my man.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Please share with us the website one more time so people can follow you.
www.davefields.com.
DaveFields.com. We thank you so much, Dave. Killer job. You boys are going to play us out. Before you do, I want to remind everybody to check out EKO Studios at EKOProductions.com. Please remember they are the official studio of the Blues Warehouse. For the Long Island Blues Warehouse, I'm Mark Klein at LIBlues.com. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you people next time. We're going to say goodbye to this week's featured artist. Thank you so much. One more time, Dave Fields.
Thank you so much. Come on now.
Like a heaven sent messenger from God above, your reflection control. Train to my one. It's gonna keep on running on. It's gonna keep on running on. It's gonna keep